about trading Forex is that you don't actually know exactly which trade is going to be a crazy winner or just another loss.
What's up, everybody? We are currently live.
Take away the weekly.
Trace back down to the order book. Then that price is going to be bullish.
Sort of chasing the market. I was more than happy to stay flat.
Hello everyone. What's a kangaroo toe?
Always recommend trading on the 5 minute.
Some of these exotic pairs in pretty steady uptrend, making these higher highs and higher.
Mostly trend following.
The stimulus in a certain way.
Welcome everyone to this live with EivindFX on A1 Trading. My name is Eivind. I'm a Forex trader of 8 years, trying to make. Where is that? Oh, I have sound somewhere. I have payback, pullback, Where is? Whoa. I have playback. So let's see how that goes. Good day, everyone. Hope that you are well. I hope that you are hearing me only one time because I have playback, but that's okay. Cool. So what is going on today? What are we going to do today? Okay, cool. Then it's just playback in my ears, and I will probably just need to put it out. Cool. So what is going on out there? What is going on? What are we doing? I am here to try to help you to understand what is going on. So I hope that you have done your lesson today, because there was an RBA meeting last night, this morning, whatever you call it, where they said that we are not going to taper in 2021, in 2022, but it was, well, maybe that was interest rate hike not until 2024. So, as interesting as that is, I am just wondering, what are we going to do about that information? Well, the market seems to have done something about that information, and that is to send the Australian dollar downtown. Well, why? What are we going to do about that? Are we going to sell it? Are we going to buy it? Well, this webinar is only for educational purposes, not financial advice, only my personal opinion only, and I'm here to try to navigate through that. So I would have, if I was a seller in Aussie, I would have sold it already. When I heard that information, I would have sold that a long time ago. But it is a long time ago. Probably cool. Great. So I just want to sum your long Euro Aussie since the news, Denise. Very good. Very good. I think that is a good one. Well, let's look into Euro Aussie, because I don't know if Trader Nick actually covered that in the last one, but here we are going to cover that one. So first of all, what is important for me when I'm looking at the market? I need a reversal. I need a reversal at a psychological level. 1500 is, well, okay, 5950 is a good level for me, give or take. And it touched almost 59. The other thing is then I then need a higher high. That would be a higher high in the smaller time frame. That's a higher high in the smaller time frame. And I would have also been buying this if this was, I don't know, Euro, USD, or anything compared to that. Okay, cool. So if you are like thinking like me, well, what am I going to do now? Where do I think it's going to go? Well, I hope it's going to go to 62, to 162. That is, 200 or 300 pips depending on your entry. I think that's a good trade. Boom to the knees there. That is that's a solid trade. So Currently, I don't know if you are break even, but stop loss shouldn't be too far now. Maybe go all the way up to here. Maybe, yeah, just hold it down that area. If it comes down, deeper pull back tomorrow, that's just considered to be another buy price until it breaks 160. So if you're here today that you are, I don't know if you're new to me before, I use technical analysis as in price action trends, trend following in cohesive with pivot points. And this is what you see in my chart, pivot points. And I use, first of all, I need to have a target for the previous target, the previous trend, which is sellers, which is currently 59.70. That was a target. The next thing I would then look for is a psychological level, 160, give or take, 159.50, give or take. Then I need a higher high, higher low, and then off to the races. Hello, Ahmad. Set stop loss to break even. Okay, cool, great. If you are new here, I also want you guys to chip in what kind of assets we should look into today. There's always something new, always. So I'm not going to be very strict with you, like saying we shouldn't do this. I'm here to help you try to understand almost any market. But yes, so if we are going into dollar as of general, what are you looking at? Okay, depending on which direction you're looking at the market at. If you are a seller on dollar, that was your first entry. If you were looking at dollar to sell it, this is your second entry. This is still valid. But as long until it breaks above M3, it's still bearish. Then if you are a buyer on EURUSD, you have a very interesting reversal here. I would say that you can play this as a reversal, and your need to hold 92.30 is a need to hold area. Okay, then you have to wait for it either to break M3 or to come back to either to break 92.45 or to come back to 92.30, depending on which market you're looking at for which direction you have on the market. Another one that is falling today is the S&P 500. I find it very interesting because we haven't got our buy price yet. So I have seen someone saying, "Well, we should be crashing this market the next 2 weeks. We're going to fall 20%, 30%, 10%, whatever the percentage are. Those all wild guesses. But we haven't gone down to the buy price for, is it today or is it last week? Is it weekly, monthly? This is weekly, so monthly. We haven't even got down to our buy price yet. So I'm still just waiting to buy it. And we are currently at M3. So that would be applies to sell. So if you're a seller, I wouldn't sell it, but it can fall. That's great because I want to take it up again. What's the trend on EURUSD for the upcoming days? Basim Akubah. Okay, cool. I can look into that. The other thing that I also want to look into is why is it stock market falling today? Anything else? Anyone knew any news? I don't know any news. If there's any other news, I would know. But other than that, great. I will just take it as a buy opportunity or more than anything else. EURUSD is currently falling, has currently on the 1 hour made a lower low. This is a double top or a top or some kind of top. This is a lower low. Are you going to sell that tomorrow? That depends on your bias. But if we say see a break on dollar and we are like, wow, this is actually dollar is actually rising a lot, then we might see this one falling. So what is the trend going to be in the next coming weeks and days? I will give you a different time frame, and I will try to tell you something important here. Okay. Is that we are currently actually in a buy zone for this week that we haven't been in yet. We have not broken the buy price for this week. That means to me that if we reverse on lower time frames, is going to be considered a buy opportunity if we can reverse it up again. So I'm a buyer on euro. I'm hoping this one should be going up. So I'm looking for this one to go higher. It all depends on the time frame they're using. Don't get Don't get blind, but also don't have terrible entries. That means that you should only sell at resistance. That means if it comes back up tomorrow morning at around 1860 and you sell it, and it goes higher, and you sell here and it goes up to your stop loss up here, great. You did your job. If you were a buyer in this area and you went down to your stop loss, you did your job and you should be very happy with what you're doing. So that is what I am more interested in, more than shaming you for whatever you're doing. The other thing is, I also want you to be a buyer here. I also want you not to be a buyer up here. Okay, good, great. Then I would also, what else should I mention here? I want this to go higher. I don't know if I have the market with me, but that's good current trend I'm thinking of. Hello, Demas. USDCAD, please. I know you, Tommy. You are a USDCAD trader on your neck. So, first of all, is this one rising because Justin Trudeau was thrown a rock at some kind of rally in Canada? Is that why it's rising? But I don't see any good reversal here. Okay. What is a good reversal? A good reversal, in my eyes, ladies and gentlemen, is that we haven't touched this level if we are supposed to reverse. That doesn't mean that this is is going to continue higher. I'm just saying I'm not part of that. I don't have that energy. If I'm selling it, should I sell it here? Well, I would have sold it here. I'm not a USDCAD trader, but I would have sold it here any time of the day. Why? It's resistance. It's M3 for the week. It's the best price to sell for the week. Why wouldn't I be selling an area I am entitled to? And that is what my team do. This is team sellers. This is what we do. Gold is currently breaking support levels, so we can look into that. Can you talk about USD yen and USD Swissy? Japanese yen pairs opinions, please. USD CAD, please. And hello, Itza. Hello, Itza. So if you sold M3 for this week, great, good. What else is there to be done? I don't know. I don't have any else to any more to say there. That good job. That I want us to, and then I would sell more, by the way. I would add more sells to USD CAD if I was a seller. If I'm a buyer, I haven't seen any buy position. I haven't seen any buy opinions yet. But okay, cool. You're waiting for the MACD crossover. Okay, cool. Okay, great. You're looking to sell. Yeah, okay. Then if you haven't sold yet, then I would add another level for you, just for the fun of it. All the moving averages, 50, what is this on 55 is 21, 5, and 8 are still, that is 5, that is 8, that is 21, are still pointing upwards. So I will probably wait on a lower time frame for this one to turn lower, but they haven't yet. So that's another video, by the way. But waiting for this one to move over. Then I will look at pound yen. Okay, pound yen. The big question for you, ladies and gentlemen, of you, 46 of you, how many? No, not how many either. What is this market? Is this market bearish? Is this market bullish? What do you think that you should be? What is your technical analysis there? I know you guys are well trained, and if you don't have any trading whatsoever, and you're thinking, "Wait, this is great," please say, "I don't know." Add a question mark to this. Dimas asks, how many pips do you get every single day? Some days I get 0, and some days I get negative, and some days I get 100. I think it's not my opinion, and it's not my strategy to say I need 50 pips a day. I think that's a hyped up YouTube shenanigan that people has made out to be. Well, if you just make 50 pips a day, I think it's just to have it's just for people like them to have selling you views, I guess, more than anything else. But yes, the reason why is because you don't control the market. You don't control what's going to happen next. Is there going to be a range? Is there going to be a strong trend? Since you don't control that, you can't measure yourself on it. What you're measuring yourself on and what you measure yourself in is that you are able to catch the trends you're supposed to take as a buyer or a seller, depending on what you have chosen. That's where you're measured. How many pips that trend is? Is it 10? Is it 50? Is it 2,000? Irrelevant. Well, that's what you're thinking. Well, that's what your trading account is looking like. That was matter in the end, yes, but that's not how you measure. Sideways currently, range bound. Okay, cool. Then I would add my pair points. My pair points for this week on pound yen is a really nice reading here, okay? So what is this nice reading I am talking about? So first of all, we have hit resistance at 152.30, give or take. That is the place sellers do not want to be above. The other one is, this is the buy price. So if you are a buyer on pound yen, you are thinking that and you are thinking that. Both of them are absolutely fantastic buys, and you're good to go. Have you bought it? Are you going to buy it? That's up to you. But I'm thinking this one should go higher. We also had a good run, but generally speaking, pound yen hasn't been like fantastic lately. It has been a weak trend. And can this be considered to be a lower low? Yes. So if you are a buyer, you're thinking, uh-oh, what am I doing now? If it goes below, you're out. If you're a seller, you're thinking, hey, nice. This is my first chance to sell it. But that's against my bias. So if I'm a seller, if I'm a good seller, I should be a seller probably up in here. I should probably be a seller here. And I'll probably be a seller if it ever goes below it, comes back up again, probably sell it again. Pound yen is 100% bullish on time frame, in my opinion. And I agree. I agree on the bullishness. I'm not saying anything against it. I'm just saying on the bearish side, its tendencies that it can fall. But yeah. I think bearish is breaking the line. Okay. Depends on time frame, longer term or short term. So I don't know which market you guys are looking at mostly. Okay. What are you guys mostly looking at? So this is daily. I would say daily is pretty range bound. we have not broken above 56, and we have not broken below 48. That's daily. On the 4-hour, we are currently bullish. We have not reached the sell zone, I would say. That is at least this week. No, at least this month. And then we have come down to some kind of support here, and I would consider that to be bullish. On a 1-hour time frame, we can say that this is the previous low that this market needs to hold. Okay? So, should I be a buyer? Should I be a seller in this market? What is your technical analysis? Well, you got the only answer that, by the way. What is your technical analysis brain telling you, right? So if I'm a buyer, I should have bought already, and I should be off to the limits. Okay, Nick, you have a different way of looking at things. Congratulations. Okay, so someone's asking for EURUSD again. I can do EURUSD again. EURUSD, in my view, is that we are supposed to be a buyer in this in this market. As long as we are above this low, we are still bullish. Are we going to fall? Are we going to go higher? I don't control that. But what I control is, what am I going to do about it? Okay. We are coming down to, on the 1-hour, we're coming down to the, I think it's a 5200 maybe. Okay. On the 1-hour, we are coming down to the 55. That means, by the way, people, that's not a good sign at all. Because on the 4-hour, you want this to hold, you want it to hold the 4-hour 21. And now that we are breaking below it, doesn't mean that we're going to go forever down. It just says weakness. Heads up. Chill. So, yeah. Okay. So I need to get my energy back. Another thing that is on EURUSD is the 1900s. That is definitely a high that we need to look close into in terms of both buyers and sellers. We have had a fantastic run up as buyers. And are we now having a correction? Well, we might have. Okay. If we're having a correction now, when are you going to sell it? I've already said it, that you should be a seller already, and that this is just confirmation. But it has to break this level here to be truly bearish, in my view. But we shall see. We shall see. But then you still have to place your bets that it is going to go lower, so that you don't start selling down in these areas here and you're all too late. Aussie is still falling. Aussie hasn't had its pullback yet. So, great. Cool. Pound, on the other hand. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay, use the yen. Oh, I forgot. So, use the yen. Ooh, okay. No. Wait, no. No. You're not getting me excited for this one. No, you're not getting me excited for this one. This one is still range bound. Boo, boo, hoo. Sorry, bro. So, what are you going to do here? Are you going to be buyer? Are you going to seller? Are we going to do? What are we going to do? Nothing. I'm not doing here anything. I'm out of here. This is not a market for me. Pooh. Can you check GA? We can look into GA, Gabriel, but I just want to mention something on USD here. First of all, dollar and yen is supposed to do the same thing. That leads to a lot of sideways movement. Another sideways movement that has happened was that back in March 2020, when everything was crashing and going absolutely terrible. This one did not move that much. Well, there is some kind of movements in here. What is it now? It's like, okay, it's 1,000 pips, I guess, but it's not as much as the other ones. But after that, kind of coming out in April, coming out in June, we generally just fell something. And then we have had an interesting year in the beginning of the year where it was very diverging, and now we have just gone into a range again. You need to find when yen is weak, when dollar is strong to be trading this one. Why else? I don't know. USD Swissy. So the reason is I am just going to be out of this one. Another one that is also in a range is USD Swissy. I know that Trader Nick has been trading this one, and he's out of it, and I'm good with that. That's great. Now, have we broken 92.50 in a row? No. Have we gone below 90.30? Not in a moment. So, since a month ago, we have been in a range. Okay, then we just leave it to the range and we don't do anything more about it, and then we wait like Italianos has their patience, Range bound city, absolutely fantastic, great. I can hear myself in the background. I don't know what I did today, but who knows? Let's see. Am I on any other charts? Added myself some sound, or just added take off sound here maybe. No. Oh, it's another way. It's another place. Oh, there I am. Now I know. That's why I'm listening to myself all the time. Ademule. So here we are. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. Pound Aussie. All right. I don't know if well, it looks great. What do you want to see here? Look at what happened to gold. We will look at what happened to gold. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. No, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We can look at gold, and I would just look at gold. You told me to look at gold, right? I will look at gold. Okay, cool. I look at gold. Bye-bye. I have looked at gold, and that's what I need to do. So, done with it. GA. Okay. I then wanted to add some pivots. Some monthly first. The most important first. We are already at the target for the week. Oh, for the month, sorry. Okay. So I would consider that to be a reversal, ladies and gentlemen. And I really want to buy that pullback. Technically. Okay, technically. That is kind of what I'm hoping for to see. Then, why? Pound Aussie is going to be weak now. Pound is currently strong today, so pretty good. CJ, GJ, head and shoulders weekly. Silver, please. If GA will come back up after Aussie dovish policy. So let us talk about the Aussie dollar dovish policy. There is a word that you guys need to know very carefully. Okay, it starts with a T, it goes over to an E, it goes over to an M, and then temp. You need to learn the word temp. What is temporary? What is temp? Temp is temporarily. I think it's how it's being spent. I don't know if yes, of course it will tell me. Okay, cool. Temporarily. This is temporarily. If that's even the word, even I don't think it is even. It looks weird. Temporarily, I think it is. Maybe, who knows? Well, I need to do English classes, so bye-bye. Let me head over there. temporarily going to be weakening. Okay? So you need to be able to acknowledge that whenever the Aussie strength comes back, don't fight it. You're currently just going to be riding an Aussie weakness trend for some time, but don't be aggressive when it starts to tip over again, okay? Because that's the real trend. The thing is, the reason why Aussie is falling and not rising is because Aussie currently is doing opposite of what America is doing. America is doing relatively well. Aussie is doing really not so good. So when you extend your tapering process, you're adding more money to the economy, making the dollar, or sorry, the currency weaker. The other thing, you're also pushing out interest rate decision to increase. That also makes people a bit like, wait, Aussie's not doing too well. That's not great. So that is kind of the rebalancing of Aussie. But remember, when we are turning around, when the tide is turning around again, it is going to rise again. It's like a phoenix. It might be dead, or Los Angeles. It might be dead, but it will rise again. Do not worry. Are you Nick's friend? No, I do. Wow. Yeah, I've never met him. Absolutely fantastic human being, as far as I know him. But no, I've not met him. I would love to. Maybe if I come to Canada one day, if somebody gives me a visa there, I will go. But no, I've never met him. So I still don't see it going any higher at the moment. Okay. Okay, Happy Day. Okay. Okay. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. I'm going to be right about this one. Because for those of you who were in my life, or some of my lives, or remember what I talk about when it comes to NFP on Friday, hey, I wasn't too bad off, was I? Nah. I even made money on it. So, yeah. So, for those who were there, I think it was fun. And I was super duper shocked. That is leading me to a new thing. Dollar strength, weakness, whatever what's going on here, is that we are less likely now, short term, to be tapering. The weakness in the dollar is currently short term. If you look at the COT reports around in these markets, I don't know if I'm allowed to show this one, but I guess I'm showing it. This is prepared by a guy called Amir. As you can see, euro here falling. You can see DXY rising. You can see pound COT falling. And you can see also yen falling a bit, rising in the end. And then you are, so what is really happening here? Okay, what is really going on? If you also then look into the euro, well, COT report for euro, I think that was the most important one, COT. And then we go to COT report, not Kenya. COT, CFT, CFTC, there we are. If you look into this one, I don't know if I'm supposed to go here. I'm going here straight away anyways. And then we have 10,000 more shorts coming in and buyers taking profit yet again. Okay, that's one piece of information here. The other thing of piece of information that we need to know is what did dollar do? They went away from shorts and didn't add so much longs, but still heavily shorted. No, heavily long, sorry. And then I also want to point out, I think it was it Japanese yen? No, there was not a lot of difference there. That's more long. Aussie was, oh yeah, Aussie here. People are losing faith in the Aussie. People are not like, well, both buyer and seller, we hit a pretty low 71 or whatever it was. We hit a pretty low, so that's a lot of buyers going out, but also a lot of shorters taking profit. So what is going on? The change in the open interest, my friend, is an important key. Whenever those people come back, we don't know when that is, but there is a lack of understanding of where is Australia going to go further, and maybe the buyers are now going over to maybe sitting on the fence. Who knows? But another encouraging thing that happened was that 11,000 more contacts for the buys on gold. I love that one. So when I've been bashing around, hello Keenan, EivindFX, any thoughts on what's causing gold to drop? Well, I can look at something called dollar. Okay, dollar has been rising 0.25% up. Okay, and then we go to gold. If there's a gold gang in here, gold diggers, gold gang, gold whatever, gold people, now is the time for you to come out. If you are a part of that, and if you guys disappoint me, by the way, by not showing up now in the comment section, you know, I can see you guys, I can see you, and then we'll do a New Zealand dollar afterwards, Silva, is that if you guys don't do that, I won't do it. This is totally based upon you wanting to see gold and my thoughts on gold. If you don't want to, if you don't show up right now, and you told me to do gold right now, okay, sorry. I think I've forgotten something. I'm doing a lot of videos now, and I haven't really, sorry, I haven't showed which pairs I am on. Why have nobody told me? I'm sorry. 6%, historical grids, crosshair, back up 200%. Cool. So better. Nobody wants to do gold? Okay, cool. I'm out of here. I'm not doing gold. Nobody wants to do gold. Comment section. Are you guys late? Are you guys off? Have you guys fell asleep? Is there anyone wanting to do gold? Okay, cool. No reaction there. Then I will jump over it and we'll do something else. Only one guy wanted to do gold? Really? Okay. You guys are disappointing. Yeah, I can do something else. Okay. Even my parcel is down. Are you guys down too? Jesus. Hey? You guys. I'm already done. I've already done USDCAD, by the way. Sorry. So as a punishment, I will do New Zealand dollar because you guys didn't want to look at it. So okay, cool. So for New Zealand dollar, I am seeing this on 1 hour time frame to be a double top, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, sell opportunity. Cool, great. On the buy side, by the way, I am seeing this as a buy opportunity. And we are coming into the buy zone-ish now. That means we have to turn around anytime soon. And the alarm bells is a bit, working around here. And we can go higher. But I don't know who we are. But if you are a seller, you want this to go back up again and then sell it down. When are you most likely going to sell it? Probably around 2 a.m. 2 a.m. from my time is probably in, well, was it 2 hours? I think it's 2 hours into Asia session. So if I do time now, I think I would just do it in a different chart. I think maybe 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Yeah, I can't tell you where I am though. But it says 17:39 right now. And then 2 a.m., 7 hours, like 9 hours from now, plus 9 hours from now, then probably that will be the place to sell it. But who knows, it will have happened earlier. Oh, the gold gangs are back. Okay, cool. Finally, some gold diggers. I would look to this one to buy this one higher. Cool. Boom. Oops. That was not good, was it? That was a bad one. Come on, stand there. Gold. Now we can do gold. So what happened to gold? Okay. Okay. I said, whoever time that was, I said there was only one buy price this week. That was at 1820. I did not want price to go down to 18.13. And if it crossed above below 18.03, I would be out. So what are you going to do now? Well, let's look at a different view here. What is currently happening to gold is the question I will be asked. I can give you an answer. I don't know if you like the answer, but I will give you an answer. This is the sell zone, sell price. Okay, it went a bit above, but that is the sell. That is where you sell, you know. And this is where you look to buy. So if you bought here, that is very high. And there was only one buy price to buy. So if you're losing up here, you shouldn't lose your account. Then your next opportunity is down here. Now you have two opportunities, I would say. You have one here or two here. How about two here? If price, but with the love of Maria, we are going to go higher. Okay, so if we never reach this price, well, sorry, we didn't do it. Then your next opportunity is to buy it after it makes a high, after it comes back to pull back again. So anything as a buyer in here, you're like, no, let it slide. Because the reason is, why do I want you to let it slide in between here? Because I'm not saying it's a range, but I'm going to give you one simple, effective trading strategy that nobody on YouTube ever told you. What is to be patient and to, when the market doesn't agree with you, short term, you wait for the next setup patiently. Set up some rules, and you're only going to look for buy zones, that is this zone or this zone. Because if we are actually going to be buying, if we're actually going to be rising on gold, it is going to be 100% sure that this is going to make a higher high. Why else would you buy it if it doesn't make a higher high? Right? Hello, RT. Yeah, I did that. I was hoping for a continuing uptrend. Yeah, cool, great. Been trading for a year. I wanted to know if the dollar always this tug and pull situation, changing from bullish to bearish sentiment every couple of months. And is this the pandemic effects? Okay, you're asking a very valid question, and I will answer. Okay, let me show you a secret weapon that nobody, I don't know if anyone does it. Maybe I should make a video about it. But there's a secret weapon. This one costs money though, but this is free. Okay, there is something called seasonality. Okay, throughout the year we are doing differently depending on the season. This is just the same as the farmer. The farmer does different things throughout the year because there's, you don't plant seeds at the same time as harvesting. You don't plow the soil at the same time as you are trying to make them grow, right? So every season comes with its own challenges. So generally speaking, from January to April, dollar rises, generally speaking. In April, it tends to fall. Okay, so here we have January. It rises. March is sometimes mixed drops. Falls in April, rises in May, falls in June, some kind of range bound in July, rises in August, Anyone were you with me on that one? Did you buy dollar in August when it rose? Falls in September, and then rises in October, November, and then flats out. There is a seasonality to it. And is this year any different than that? Let's go to dollar index. I don't know if this makes people lose their tracks and like, but I really want us to look into that. So remember what I said, right? You guys are my bias. You guys are my witnesses of what I said. I said from, where are you? You are there. From January to April, we should rise. In 2021, we went up 4,000 points. In April, we were supposed to fall. April is there. There's April. April, we finished 2,000 down. And then we were supposed to rise in May. It didn't happen. Sorry, that's a. And then in June, we were supposed to fall. That didn't happen. And then we were supposed to rise in August as a 2,000. And we're supposed to fall in September. Maybe a bit early on the fall in August, in September, sorry. But generally speaking. So, does that make anything of this any reasonable to believing there is a seasonality? I have now been this year, 2021, with this seasonality thing. I've been right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8 months. I have 2 months wrong. May and June. Sorry. So it is important to follow, to have a strategy, to have a bias. If you follow this theory, I don't know if you do, it doesn't really matter to me. But what really matters to me is don't change a bias from one day to another. Okay? Minimally. For the love of your trading career. Okay? Please. So we can use pivot points 4-hour or daily to sell or buy. Mohammed has a very good question. You can do both. You can do both. Which one you choose is totally up to your brain and your, not metabolism, your nervousness, like how do you sleep well at night with trades open, or are you nerve-wracked and you're like you can't sleep and you're like just a zombie because you have all trades open? Gabriel dos Santos says this is such a new information. Never heard of these concepts. I should make a video about it then. Because it's a secret sauce, and this was given to you for free, for free, yeah? Yeah, so I'm going all in on buy right now. No, you're not going to be buy. You're going to be all in on your buy. The thing is, the reason why you're not going to go all in is because technical analysis has to be applied even if you've done your sentiment analysis. Okay? Or your seasonal analysis, sorry. So, if you think that EURUSD is going to rise from this point, if you think that this theory is correct, yeah, there you have it. Congratulations. Is there any gold on this one, you might think? Is there gold? Oh, there's gold. Should we look at the gold seasonality then, people? Should we? Well, that's different. That's fun, isn't it? So let's go to gold. And then post-election, maybe. Okay, so generally speaking, is that in September, we are supposed to fall on gold. We're supposed to rise in July, throughout July, August, September, all of those things. Let's say September is a fall. Let's say we generally are lower in September when it comes into October. What if that is a low? What if we're just fighting right now? We're just losing money, and we should really be on our feet. We should really be just chilling and relaxing and be like, I'm going to make my year's fortune in October, November, December. That's when I'm generally going to make money. And when I'm looking at gold right now, I'm looking at this, this chart, by the way. Gold. Oh, gold. Where's gold? Gold. My gold friend. And okay, let me put this one straight. Seasonality wise, gold is supposed to fall in September. We kicked off monthly M3, the best sell price that you can be given to sell in a month. What should you do? I have the answer. Okay, I have the answer. You should be buying when they take profit. I don't know when. I don't know where. Maybe do I? I do. Okay, I'm not gonna stop that. I do. I don't know if it's going to be 1660. I don't like 1660, but maybe it is 1660. The question becomes, what do you do with that information? Do you sell it down to 1660 and then take it back up again? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you should. Or you just wait patiently, grab a cup of coffee, come back a couple of, check every night just to make sure you're not on 1660 already. Or maybe put an order in there, limit order. Let's see how it goes. 0.01 lot, just the smallest thing you can ever do that the account doesn't fail. I will wait for it to come down to 1660, reverse on the 1 hour or 4 hour, depending, and then buy back up again. Has that ever happened before? Oh yeah, that happened in August. Has that ever happened before? That happened in June. Has that ever happened before? Well, in March, it didn't come down to profit for the month. I'm sorry. Nay, not the range. Well, maybe it came down in March, kind of reversed. But yeah, so that's why I would just want to be sure that we are not surpassing 1660 and then go back up again. Is pivot point level on the monthly important for gold? Yes and no. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It is some hips and hops and some hops and hoops. It depends. It depends what is kind of more important, but generally speaking, it has a tendency. It has, oops, that's a weekly. Is it a weekly? Oh, sorry. It has a tendency to at least react to it first time on the monthly. That's a good one. It has a tendency. It has a tendency. It has a tendency. Yeah, it has a tendency. Sometimes. Yeah, you just heard about it in my channel. Well, today I'm gonna be a bit, today I'm gonna be a bit more aggressive. So this is, what do you call it? This is my channel, EivindFX. I am so thankful to have 4,416 subscribers. If you want to hear more about this seasonality thing, or where gold is going to go next, on a more larger scale, generally speaking, I think that's a good place to start. I think I'm going to be live tonight in a couple of whatever hours that is, 3 hours from now, give or take. So that's where you'll find me next time, and almost every night, most likely, at around 3 hours from now. 2 and a half, sorry, 2.5. Other than that, I think I'm allowed to do that. Other than that, I was supposed to have a new microphone today. Didn't revive. That's why I was looking at my phone. And another thing about that is that I currently trying to make my analysis better for you guys. So if you think this was good and had learned a lot of new stuff today, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so we can learn more from each other in the future. Until next time, my name is EivindFX, first year of 8 years. Happy to have you here. Have a great day. Have a great night. Bada bing. Boom.
Hey guys, thanks for watching today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. And before you go, make sure to check out our guest today and also subscribe to the A1 Trading YouTube channel if you have not already. Risk Calculator is a risk management tool built specifically for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 to help you position size properly. Their easy to use software will allow you to enter and exit positions with lot sizes that are calculated for you, suited to your risk management settings that you allow for the tool. This is a big thing because a lot of us struggle with over leveraging or accidentally taking a position size too big, and Risk Calculator is there to help. Like I said, with the click of a few buttons, you're able to set your trade and the lot size will automatically be calculated for you so that it suits your risk management plan. In addition to actually setting your trades with the proper lot size, it also allows you to manage your trades as they're going along. Things like trailing stops, moving stops to break even, or even partial take profits are all tools or features available with the Risk Calculator functions that are available on MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. If you're interested in checking out Risk Calculator, there's a link down below in the description. And if you use that link, it does help to support what we do here on the channel, which is provide free trading content, again, by the thanks to the help of our sponsors. So thanks so much for watching today. Again, make sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube if you haven't already, and we'll see you back in the next one.